The Willamette Valley is the only location in the United States where flax is grown and processed commercially. Climatic conditions in this valley are ideal for the growing of flax. Each year a festival is held at Mount Angel in the Willamette Valley to celebrate the harvest. Parades are only a part of the ceremonies held to celebrate this unique crop.
Flax is a magic crop, really. I mean, there's so much you can do with it, and it's a magic that I got caught up in as a graduate student doing all this research. I thought, this is amazing. It's an amazing story. In the 1930s, Oregon was immersed in a depression, and there were a lot of farmers that were out of work, on the verge of bankruptcy, and Emerson Griffith, who was the lead of the WPA in Oregon, went to Washington, D.C. and lobbied on behalf of Oregon and the flax industry. He was successful, in part because he had with him a petition that was signed by 90,000 Oregonians looking for funding for this. And that's pretty remarkable, really, when you look at Oregon's population was 900,000, so basically 10% of the population of the state was in favor of establishing a flax industry here in Oregon. President Roosevelt responded positively, gave a $60,000 grant to build 3 plants, one in Mount Angel, one in Eugene Springfield, and one in Canby. The state donated the land for this, and the farmers formed cooperatives to run the plants. So the WPA accomplished its goal of putting a lot of people to work. In 1936, after the money was granted and the plants were built, all the people that were involved with the funding of these plants came together, and Harry Hopkins of the Works Progress Administration got up and gave a brief talk, and he remarked that, we funded 3 plants, but it was really a mistake. We should have funded 50 because it was just this tremendous optimism of what flax was going to do for Oregon by putting people to work.
Well, from a historical standpoint, you're going to love what I can show you. There was a gentleman in town, Alois Keever was his name, and he walked around town with a movie camera. All of a sudden, a guy called me one day and said, "Hey, I found all these reels, and it shows some flax harvesting." And even at one time, the big grass area in front of the church, in a promotion for the flax industry, that was planted into flax.
Mount Angel really became the hotbed of flax activity. It was really a part of the culture there. One of the reasons why it became that was it had an advocate, Father Alcuin. He was a Catholic priest.
He had a very regal appearance. My mom said when she was young, he used to come out to their house, and he was a lot of fun. But she said when she was in school, he scared the daylights out of her.
How did it come up in conversation that your mom was a flax queen?
It was my nieces and nephew. They were up playing upstairs. We had a big family gathering. They were playing upstairs, and they found this dress. And Grandma, what's this beautiful dress? And so then she was saying that was her wedding dress. The reason it was her wedding dress is because it was from her when she was Flax Festival queen. She got a free dress being the queen, and then it became her wedding dress. And then my niece, years later, when she got married, she used that dress. I think Mount Angel's was the biggest festival itself. Everybody in town was really involved in it.
So the Flax Festival was a huge thing while the flax industry was big. The industry died out for various reasons, mostly related to international events.
This is just another polka just another polka.
So Mount Angel basically began the Oktoberfest, which has since taken its place, and it's a very different small town celebration than the Flax Festival. But nevertheless, it brings lots of people into town and everybody has a good time. There's something about it that just inspires a certain enthusiasm.
Flax is linen!
Because this is something that just kind of grows up out of the ground. Then you can do magic with it, basically, and it just inspires people. And some of it's a little goofy. There's so much you can do with linen. I mean, it can be nets, it can be fire hoses, it can be fine fabric, it can be coarse, and it gets stronger when it's wet, and it can last in certain conditions thousands of years, and it's a very durable fabric, and it's a nice fabric, and it's something that is from the earth. It's something that is there for anyone who's willing to invest in the work to turn those fibers into fabric, and it's an amazing thing.